So here's what went down in the month of October. Sit back, pour yourself some whiskey, and let's get stuck in. October 1957 was certainly a busy time of the year, and towards the end of it we'd see the assassination of the Lord High Executioner, Albert Anastasia. The assassination would spark a huge media and public interest. On the morning of October 25th, 1957, Anastasia went to a local barbershop in Midtown Manhattan for a shave. Anastasia's bodyguard parked the car in an underground garage and then took a walk outside, leaving Anastasia with no muscle behind her, completely defenseless and relaxing back into the barber's chair. Two men wearing scarves covering their face burst through the front door, shoved the barber out of the way, and fired at Anastasia at point-blank range. It is said that after the first rippling of bullets that headed his way, Anastasia lunged at the masked men, but unfortunately for Albert, in the confusion that he ensued, he actually tried to attack the killer's reflections in the mirror. His bullet-riddled body would eventually drop down to the floor, dead. No one was ever convicted of the murder. 20 years on from the Anastasia hit, we had a car bombing that would explode on the front pages of newspapers across the U.S. The date was October 6, 1977. And we follow in the last steps of the Irish-American mobster Danny Greene. Greene went to a dental appointment at Branyard Place office building in Lyndhurst, Ohio. Members of the Mafia had tapped his phone and were aware of the visit, so they planted a bomb in the car next to him. After Greene visited the dentist and left the office building, he approached his car. The car parked next to his exploded. You can see from the photo on the screen now, which shows Greene's body right under the car. And finally, for October, we marked the peaceful passing of one of the mob's greatest masterminds and leader, Carlo Gambino. Carlo Gambino earned the family over $500 million a year, gave the nod for many contracted hits, ran the family with an iron fist for over 20 years, and somehow never received an attempt on his life. He died of a heart attack on October 15, 1976, while watching his beloved New York Yankees at home in Massapequa. His funeral was said to have been attended by at least 2,000 people, including police officers, judges, and politicians. If you want to know more about low-key mob bosses, then stay tuned for next month's edition of Mobster of the Month, where we find out why he was so powerful. You're now rocking with the best, NCS Costa Nostra.
Welcome to the Sting of Voz.
The search is over. Every series helps bring you a step closer to the life of the mob without dangerous exposure of what went down, plus Mobster of the Month. Original content if you're searching on a hunt for the who's who or the best dressed guy, the type of guns they use, the feuds and mob wives. We supply everything as soon as you log on to the National Crime Syndicate.com. From John Gotti to Dawn, back to Mustache P, Big Joe, Al Capone, and Maya Lansky. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride, cause the code of silence here no longer applies. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned in, cause over here we like to keep this thing moving.